Welcome to Reels on Wheels. This is Justin and
Aireen.
And today we are in the car and we're gonna go see
Kingsman,
the Kingsman.
The Golden Circle.
Yes. You got expectations?
I am very excited. Are you excited?
I am, yeah.
We've both brushed up by watching
The
first one
Sure.
this week. I forgot how much I really liked that.
Yeah, the first one was really good.
Yeah.
It kind of came out of nowhere. It was really...
Inventive, fresh take on the spy genre.
Yeah.
Comedy, bringing the fun back to
In
the spy genre,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
With Taron Egerton, so that was exciting to see somebody new come onto the scene. And then also a veteran face with Colin Firth. So it was a very interesting film.
It took something really cool
Yeah.
in making Colin Firth an action hero.
It was the first movie of that kind.
Really cool movies like The King's Speech, which he won an Oscar
Oscar-winning
for.
King's Speech.
And,
Bridget Jones. He always plays the dignified Englishman.
And Love Actually. I love
Yes,
his role.
Love
I love his
Actually.
story in Love Actually,
Aww.
where he learns, is it
So sad.
Portuguese?
Portuguese,
or
yeah.
something? Yeah.
Yeah.
To sort of woo this.
He probably has
Yeah.
the most charming storyline.
Yeah, because even when he's speaking Portuguese, it's all broken
It's all
in the subtitles.
And so is her English.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
That's
love
a
Colin
good story.
Firth.
They took all the sort of campiness of a Roger Moore Bond film in the 80s, dialed it up.
Very self-referential.
They kind of knew what they were doing when they were making
Oh, yeah.
this. They're just like, yeah, I
A lot of winks. And then at one point, Taron Egerton, who plays Eggsy, the main character, does a literal wink to the camera. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, was it before or after the princess was like, India?
Oh, right.
Heads exploding
Oh,
into
yeah.
fireworks. Like, the movie
So
is just
brilliant.
bizarre and fun and weird.
Original. You know what I'm a little bummed about, though? Like, when I was looking up Kingsman, just to see the IMDb, the cast list,
Okay.
of course, when I typed Kingsman, the latest results had come up on Google.
Okay.
And so I caught wind of a couple of headlines of the reviews. I was like, I don't know why I did that.
Did your eyes see something you didn't want to see?
Well, I saw a couple, I don't know if you want me to mention now, because I don't know if you've heard of any first wins. Yeah, you did. No? Okay.
No, well, not really. I was watching an interview with Julianne Moore, and she kind of spoiled something.
No, don't tell me that. No, I did see a headline that said the Kingsman filmmakers are upset at a marketing, something in marketing where they kind of revealed a couple things.
Oh, really?
But, oh gosh, I didn't hear about the Julianne Moore thing. Don't tell me that then.
It was on the Tonight Show.
Oh, no!
But it didn't make me be like, oh, what? I was just
Okay,
like,
but still,
oh, that's really
wow.
cool. So what did you?
Not so great things.
Oh, no.
Not so great. Like, and it was just headlines because I don't like reading reviews before I watch a
Sure.
movie.
Okay.
And I was like, oh no, crap.
So-
Well, you know what? Whatever.
Is that changing your tune a little? Are you more nervous now?
Yeah, I am admittedly a little nervous about it.
Okay.
But I'm still excited about it, and my expectations are still high.
Any of the cast members that are added to this movie that you're excited to see?
I'm excited to see Halle Berry.
Okay.
Because they are setting her up in the trailer to be like the statesman's cue, right?
Yeah, she's like, which is funny because she's a Bond girl.
I know,
And
that
now
is funny.
she's
And
the
that's why I
gadget
think
chick.
like she's gonna have a segment where she's gonna kick some ass unexpectedly, you know. She's gonna
Okay.
be the nerd girl and all of a sudden she's gonna be put in a position where she has to kick some ass. And it's like, woo!
Yeah.
I expect to be cheering for Halle at some point. I am intrigued about Julianne Moore's position because in the trailers she's a villain.
Yeah.
I see Channing. I'm excited to see Jeff Bridges. You know,
So all the statesmen,
all
pretty
the
much.
statesmen,
The
it's gonna
American
be
cousin. I like that the statesmen, they're like bourbon drinkers.
I love it, and then each of the agents are named after a different alcohol.
Yeah, like
I love that
tequila.
idea. Tequila, champagne. It's Jeff Bridges.
Oh yeah, so I'm excited for Jeff Bridges. I'm excited for all the additional cast. I'm really interested to see how they bring back Colin
Firth, yes.
Because spoilers, he does
come back, but he can't. That must have been a pain in the ass for him to do the circuit, like the Comic-Con circuit, because anybody would ask him any questions and he would just not be able to say anything.
Yeah.
Because anything more than I'm in it, kind
like,
of. What?
Because I mean, he does get shot in the head
Yes.
in the first movie.
by Samuel L. Jackson's character.
And then Sam Jackson throws up because
Yeah.
he hates violence.
Well, he throws up when he sees himself get impaled.
And the other thing that does that Bond movies don't is the Kingsman is like hyper violent.
Oh my goodness! Watching it again, that church scene, like I know that it was violent, but just seeing it again.
And the way it was cut, so it looks like one long take, was really
brilliant,
cool.
brilliant.
I know there's some hidden cuts in there if you pay
Yeah.
attention, but it's like if Austin Powers was violent.
Right. You know what other movie I think of that's randomly violent is a comedy. Is Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Where you don't expect that.
No, you don't. But
it's hilarious, that juxtaposition.
sure, I love when movies find that really good balance, and I
Yeah.
feel like the first Kingsman did that very well. I hope it's not bloated. That's the one thing that I'm afraid of, is
too
they
many
have all
cooks.
these people,
Yeah.
all these wonderful actors in the movie, and not in the X-Men Apocalypse kind
I know,
of movie.
too many. I'm interested to see where they take this, if
Yeah.
they're setting up for a third one, because this is the
Yeah.
era of franchises where every movie comes into
For
being
sure.
now.
We are off to go see Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and we will be back and let you know what we think.
Yeah.
Or what you think. Or wait, what did I say? It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot, okay?
We're going. Bye. And we're back.
We're back.
What did you think?
It was a fun ride.
It was a fun ride.
It was a lot of fun. I had a great time.
Things you liked about the movie?
I liked all the callbacks. A very well-made sequel.
Sure.
You gotta call back to the original stuff and then spin it into something kind of new, which they did. We do spoilers here.
Yeah.
Right.
So
They do bring back Colin Firth in full effect.
Yeah, I thought it would just be like a weird cameo thing,
Yeah, I
but
thought that too. but
surprisingly,
nope.
all the statesmen were more like glorified cameos.
And that is the one part that kind of disappointed me, though.
Yeah.
We didn't get the full Channing.
You didn't get your
full Jeff
Halle
Bridges.
Berry.
No.
I went in not wanting this movie. I was like, I don't need a sequel, but I'll go see it. But like after seeing what they set up in Golden Circle, like I want more now.
You want more, yeah.
The cool thing is they introduced a whole another aspect to the movie. They did the world building. I can almost see the spin-off, the Statesman movie. Just the Statesman, you know?
Totally. There's definitely a history to be had there. Everything about the Statesman headquarters is mirrored in the Kingsman headquarters. So there's like a weapons room, there's a recon room, there's a meeting room. All that's very familiar, but now stateside.
It's
so that was really fresh.
Americanized.
It's Americanized. Do you want to know the best cameo in this movie?
I don't need to call it a cameo.
Oh yeah, that's like a full-on.
He's a supporting role for sure.
Yes.
But Elton John.
Oh my gosh, he steals the show.
If you want to see Elton John say
This is the movie.
and play some of his greatest hits.
And be in full elaborate costume.
He had about as much screen time as like
The
maybe
Statesman.
more so than Channing Tatum.
I think so.
So
Channing Tatum was literally on ice.
If you're expecting to see like Channing Tatum sort of go off and be this awesome, no, you don't get that.
No, you don't.
They benched Tatum. I'm pretty sure Jeff Bridges filmed his stuff in like an hour.
He
He's
was
like,
very-
where's the
I
next
thought,
costume change?
You know what?
And I'm done.
There is an evil statesman. There is a
Yeah.
fungus among us. I'm trying to think of a cool like American
Fungus among us? That's pretty
cowboy metaphor analogy, but no. Yes,
good. Oh, the
there's
snake in the grass.
Snake in the grass!
Yeah!
Nice! There's a big fighting sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. I was kind of expecting Channing or even Jeff Bridges to come out and like help.
No,
But
it's
no.
a 2-on-1.
It was a 2-on-1.
It was fine.
It was fine. It wasn't enough for me to hate the whole movie. Julianne Moore was a delight as a
I
villain.
thought she was wonderful.
She was great.
She's bananas. They do this interesting thing in this movie where they sort of play up on stuff that's happening in the world. Like the last movie, it was about global warming and sort of the abundance of technology and how like Sam Jackson sort of used that as an evil thing. So this one, it's about drug addiction.
Yeah, you're right. The movies take a problem and yes, it's a current problem, and then they figure out the evil plan
and turn
evil
it on
way to
its
solve
head.
it. We're solving that problem, but then it's like a really way to do it, and the solution a lot of the time, both times, has been mass genocide.
Yeah, just like let's get rid of the problem altogether.
Yes.
And the president is sort of tricked, not really tricked, because then he ends up going, spoilers, he ends up going along with it. He's like, let's just kill all the drug addicts.
Yeah.
And start fresh.
It was kind of weird to see Bruce Greenwood as an evil guy, because we're usually used to seeing him as like a level-headed authoritarian figure.
He's the mentor of the new Kirk, the Chris Pine Kirk. And it started off with a bang. I mean, they're like,
start off with a chase scene right there.
You start off with a chase scene,
love it.
and they're playing Prince's Let's Go Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was in.
Yeah.
And then towards the middle, it's really long.
It is long.
So,
it kind of it takes us through a journey.
It's 2 movies. It's sort of like this new thing where you introduce the statesman, and this thing where it's like, let's bring Harry back. So like these 2 movies are going at the same
really
time.
well. You're right.
It bounces back and forth. At one point, I had to go take a pee break, and when I went back in, like the screen said how much time was left. There was like an hour left, and we've been sitting there for like 45 days. So it's a long movie,
but it's a great time.
Yeah, if you're into it, if you're into what was happening, which we both were.
Yes, there are a lot of satisfying moments.
Yeah. I actually really like the relationship of the princess and Eggy.
That is one thing I wanted to explore too. So what do you like about it?
I like that he's not a James Bond. He doesn't just sleep with everyone.
That surprised me too. I thought I was I was ready for him to like show him globetrotting around the world, wooing women.
Yeah, he's the reverse James Bond.
Yeah.
And they show the consequences of being that.
Yeah, the challenges.
He calls his girlfriend's like, babe, I gotta sleep with this target. But it's, we're gonna save the world. The action is nuts.
Oh my gosh, it's great, and you get your violence. There's a lot of violence in true Kingsman fashion.
Okay, so here's the best way to explain it.
Okay.
If you want a movie that does all kinds of crazy spy and has robot dogs.
Robot dogs! How could we have not talked about Benny and Jet?
Benny and Jet, yeah. Robot dogs, Elton John.
What else? Robot arms. It's its own world.
It's unabashed. They're like, you know what? I want to see a robot dog. And then there's 2 of them. They don't give a crap. No. We really wanted to do a Reels on Wheels and talk about Kingsman, which I give a Reels.
Oh, total Reels.
A good time.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Go see it with an audience that's really invested. Like, we saw it with a bunch of old people.
Oh, they were just as invested. Like, these ladies next to us were talking about it, going deep into it. We're like, oh, that's gonna be us when we're retired and old.
Welcome to Reels on Wheels. For Reels on Wheels, this has been Justin and
Aireen.
Bye.
Bye. We need 2 new Merlins.
Maybe they'll do like bourbon. That's not a really cool name.
That's a really cool name.
Lancelot is. Oh, Dumbledore is the new Arthur. Yeah, he's dead.
He did too. And the dog?
Oh, they killed Jack Bauer. Spoilers. There's a lot of really cool dog love in this.
Yes,
not like dogs
is.
like. No, but like.
Not at all like that. Agent Galahad, the senior,
yeah,
was gonna be a butterfly.
Man.
Manners maketh.
Yeah, there you go.
Man.
That's right.